Hi there, welcome to my studio. Thank you for checking out this video. My name is Siobhan, I teach figure drawing, and on this channel I share videos about a dynamic and expressive approach to drawing the figure. So each week I share tips and techniques and I share my own process. If you're interested at all in figure drawing, then definitely subscribe here and stay in touch. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about gesture drawing as a basic skill that beginners should learn. I want to explain how to approach this technique if you're just starting out, and I'm also going to share my process of doing quick 1 minute or 2 minute gesture drawings. When it comes to figure drawing, it's so important to remember that the body is built to move. Anatomy and proportion will help you to get correct and accurate drawings, but sometimes even perfectly accurate figure drawings can somehow lack a sense of life or they feel flat. The technique of gesture drawing trains you not only how to see movement in the pose, but how to draw that. And that is the one thing that will completely change your drawing and ensure that your drawings are never one-dimensional. So realistically, I think you know what gesture means. When you look at the pose, I think you really understand that there's an overall aspect to the pose or an impulse that you can see, but it's just that you don't know how to draw that. So often I hear students saying, I applied this technique of gesture drawing, but my drawing looks nothing like the figure. So if you're struggling with this technique, stick to the end of the video. I'm going to give you one surefire way of knowing whether or not you've made a good gesture drawing. But firstly, gesture is all about movement. So right off the bat, if you want to make a gesture drawing, you're going to have to look at the figure very differently than how you normally would for regular drawings. The gesture in a pose is the movement or the impulse of that pose. So in a true gesture drawing, you're not drawing the anatomy or shapes of the figure. Instead, you're just going to try to draw the movement of those shapes or the direction that they're going in. Instead of trying to draw, cubes and ovals for the torso and the hips or the pelvis or legs, instead, just draw the direction that that torso is bending or the direction that the legs are going. So you can get an overall sense of the direction throughout the whole body. And when you get used to drawing just that, sometimes it's called a line of action. But once you've got that down, you can start to refine it and start to dial down into more subtle directions within the body, going from one major landmark to another. So gesture is not one movement, it's not just one line of action. It's really the kind of complete overall picture of many movements throughout the figure. Think of it as the unifying aspect of the pose. Gesture being the unifying aspect of your drawing. As you draw the movements that you see, try to relate each one of them to that overall initial impulse or that first impression that you started with. Again, just to reiterate, when you're drawing the directions through the arms or through the torso, don't focus too much on drawing the muscles themselves. Draw the movements or the directions that they're going in. Now this might start to look eventually like outlines or shapes, but keep your focus on the sense of movement as you draw. Another thing is that you might start to feel that these directions or flow of movements, they might start to turn. They're not just going in one direction in a flat 2D plane. And this instinct is exactly correct. For example, if the shoulder turns back away from you or if the chest is turning towards you, gesture gives you an opportunity to be able to draw that 3D sense of the forms, breaking away from flat 2D outlines. Through this practice, you're not only training yourself to see this movement and to see the figure as something alive, but you're also starting to learn how to see aspects of the figure that are not visual. These are aspects that are very present in the body. I would almost say that they're a defining feature, but you have to attune yourself to seeing them. And remember, that's what I was saying at the beginning of this video. A true gesture drawing, you have to actually approach drawing the figure differently than you normally would. Now, why? Why is this so important for beginners to learn? And why is there such confusion and contradictory information around this technique? And what is the point of making drawings that are just gestural, they're not specific or even accurate representations of the body? Shouldn't it be much better use of your time as a beginner to actually learn anatomy and to learn how to draw the figure in terms of cubes and ovals to simplify things at this stage? Isn't that where beginners should start? Well, here's my answer to those questions. Yes, anatomy is really important to learn, and learning how to simplify the figure is very important as a learning tool. But if you want to do figure drawing, that's an art form based on the human figure, then it's really important to understand that gesture as movement is inseparable from anatomy. And as a result, it should be studied alongside it. Every bone, muscle, joint in the human body has one primary sole function, and that is to move. Every joint is built to move, every muscle to move the bone that it's attached to, and every single bone in the body is designed, arranged for one reason only, and that is to move. And moreover, movement is the primary sign of life. So your study of anatomy should give you a proper grounding in the structure of the forms. And alongside that study, a good practice of gesture drawing will give you a deeper understanding of how that anatomy moves. How movement flows throughout every pose, how energy and life can be seen in every pose, and how it can be seen through your drawing of that pose. You, as an artist, can bring life into your drawings by practicing this technique of gesture drawing, because it's all about following the movement in the forms. Training yourself to see and draw the true gesture of the figure helps you greatly to be able to bring life into your drawings. It's absolutely crucial that beginners learn this simple technique. People often say, don't do gesture drawing because it's too advanced, but in my view, it's a basic skill. And it's best learned at the beginning of your drawing journey, rather than later on down the road when you've already placed a lot of rules onto your process. So there are 2 points that I want to close out with in this video. One is that this practice of gesture drawing that I've talked about here is really, I would say, best understood or experienced or even applied when you're drawing from life. You can definitely bring that experience and use it in your work when you're drawing from photographs, but it really is a technique that makes the most sense when you're drawing the figure from life. And if you can't get to a life drawing class, then you can draw people in a cafe setting or in your neighborhood or at home. And lastly, the last point that I want to make is, when I'm making these videos, obviously I'm sort of unconsciously trying to make a nice looking drawing. It's only natural because I'm putting this out on YouTube. I want to make drawings that are actually readable as the figure. And I think it's very important to acknowledge that. But here's what I want you to understand more than anything. Your drawings don't have to look anything like the figure. This is a great test to know if you've made a true gesture drawing. If you look at your drawing and you think this looks nothing like the figure, but it feels exactly like the figure, then you'll know that you've made a good gesture drawing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got some good information. Let me know in the comments if you struggle with gesture drawing and if you think this approach might help. And if you want some feedback on your work, then join my Substack. I write about figure drawing every week, and on the monthly tier, you can send me your drawings and ask me any questions that you have, and I'll give you direct feedback. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video.